Some things just can't wait, and this is one of those things. I actually just got back from midnight shift. I've been working midnights all week, and I've been playing Duke Nukem all week, and I love Duke Nukem. I don't know if you guys know this. This is probably one of, not this game, but you know, the old Duke Nukems were probably my favorite games of all time. And I want you to watch what I'm doing right here. I am not hitting this guy, and I think I'm eventually going to die. I don't know. I might get one of them. Yeah, there we go. But Duke Nukem is no longer a fun game. It is no longer a cool game to play. In fact, it is a horrible game. This is probably the worst first-person shooter I have ever played on the Xbox 360. The Perfect Dark game, which released with the console, so I guess 2005, is that when it came out? 2006? Is better than this. It looks better. It plays better. It is a better first-person shooter. Now let me say just right out of the gate, this is going to be a review on the multiplayer, and I'll talk a little bit about the single player, which does have some redeeming qualities, but for the most part, this game is garbage. You know, I was willing to give this game a fair chance. I heard all the reviews, and I knew that the reviews were very negative, and I just had to see for myself. I guess lesson be learned, but I've always supported Duke Nukem. I mean, I've played it all my life, and so I even still sometimes turn it on the Xbox Arcade. So I really, really wanted to like this game. But let's talk about some of the things that are bad about this game. Actually, let's talk about some of the things that aren't good, that are good about this game. All right, number one, you don't have to play it if you don't want to, and that's about it. So the frame rate in this game, absolutely horrible. The hit detection in this game, absolutely horrible. I'm surprised I killed that guy right there. This is probably the best game I ever had in Duke Nukem. Yeah, I'm going to kill myself there. Basically, the frame rate is what kills this game. 100% horrible, you know, it just destroys it. You can't hit people, like, you can't aim at people. It's just impossible. I know that you guys are probably like, well, I can aim, and I'm having a lot of fun with this game. This is one of the best games I ever played. Yeah, you're full of crap if you think that. I mean, this should be a fun game. I did fast forward through some parts that it was just me going to pick up power weapons. I don't expect this game to be balanced. I don't expect this game to have, like, you see a nice little three-piece there. I don't expect this game to have balanced weapons. I don't expect it to be, like, you know, a competitive game. I expect to run around and go fast-paced and have fun. That's what Duke Nukem's about. It's about, you know, outplaying people on the sticks and just really fast-paced gameplay. And now this game suffers because you can't do that. Yeah, sure, you can run around like an idiot, but the hit detection is so poor that sometimes, and there's a little multi-kill for you. Sometimes, you know, you'll be dead on a person and you just will get nothing. That's why you have to rely on, like, the rockets, like I'm using right here. And you know, the rockets carry the risk of you killing yourself, which I've done for the second time in this game. So the frame rate's so bad that it's nearly impossible to get to aim. Like, I struggle so much to aim. Like, I bet you this game is like 10 times better on the PC. I don't know personally. I am actually in the market for a new PC, so maybe when I get a new PC, I'll bootleg this game or something and then try it, and if I like it, maybe then I'll actually buy it on the PC. But for the most part, the console version of this game is an absolute joke. Now, this map we're playing right here is actually one of the better looking maps in the game. There is a if you guys remember from Duke Nukem 3D, the map Hollywood, that map is back, and it looks about as bad as it did on, you know, the PC back in 1994 or whatever. So the graphics in this game are pretty horrible. I wish I had some gameplay from Hollywood, but that's one of the maps that lags tremendously for whatever reason, because, you know, you'd think with the load times in this game, I mean, the load times to join any campaign level or any, like, multiplayer map is literally a minute plus, and I am not joking. Kind of ridiculous seeing that this is a console game that probably would have, you know, looked kind of crappy on the original Xbox. I mean, the 3D character models aren't too bad in the single player. They look pretty good, but then there's some really rough patches, and the frame rate just dips so much. It's just so ridiculous. You know, I probably sound so stupid right now the way I'm just bashing this game, but I feel really cheated. Like, if you bought Homefront and felt cheated, you're gonna feel like you just got, like, you know, raped in the butt if you buy this game, because it is bad. You know, this is like taking $60, lighting it on fire, and, you know, never seeing it again, basically, because I struggle to find some redeeming qualities about this game, but I mean, there's just none there. I mean, yeah, it's fun when you can get like a good connection, but that's impossible. You'll join a, you know, you don't ever use the quick match feature because it'll always put you in the same game. Let's say you join a game, it's laggy, you rage quit, and then you use the quick match feature again. It's going to put you back in that same game, and I guarantee that because I've never had that work any other way for me. I've tested it a million times, and that seems to be the case. So the only way you can do it is to go into one of the already made lobbies, which some guy is hosting, and you know, look at this. Dead on with these and just getting nothing. It takes like half my freaking, you know, magazine count to even get damage splash on it. So yeah, use the browse custom games or whatever, and you'll probably end up in some stupid custom lobby with slappers only, where you're running around with your fist, and it'll be really frustrating. You know, the host will probably be like 20-0, and you'll struggle to hit him, because that seems to be the way with this game. I've never gotten into a game on here that isn't laggy. Now right there was probably the best hit detection I've ever seen in this game, because I mean, this was like I said, this is my best game I've ever played. So this is obviously going to be an exaggerated experience to what I'm used to getting. Usually I'm used to going negative and just getting absolutely pummeled on 200 or 2500 millisecond ping. Yes, you heard me right. I would say that most of my games that have a ping of more than 2,000, even if I join a custom lobby that'll say like, you know, 49 millisecond ping or whatever, I'll still end up, you know, halfway through the game with like a ridiculous ping, and like players are just skirting across the screen. Now look at this. This is what slows the game down, is this hit detection in this game. You have to sit there and like dance around trying to kill people. Like right here, that guy should have been dead, but I mean, there's just no hit detection. So you spend half your time dancing around trying to hit. Like right there, don't ever use the Ripper, because the Ripper is a piece of trash. It is probably the worst gun as far as the power weapons. So don't waste your time with the Ripper. The Ripper's not worth it. Stick to the shotgun, the grenade launchers, stuff like that. Anything that's explosive. Don't use that stupid 3-burst laser you saw me using earlier too, because that's not going to get you very far. So we've complained a lot about the multiplayer. Maps are horrible. Players skirt across the screen. You can't hit people. You can't aim. I don't know what it is. I just can't keep my reticle on people. It's just impossible. It's so hard to aim in the PC. So like right there, how do I deserve to die there? I mean, sure, it was, you know, I wasn't on target to the best of my abilities, but I mean, that dude took like 2 magazines of ammo and runs up to me and like commandos me. So pretty frustrating. This game has a lot of frustrating moments. You know, it's supposed to be fast-paced, you know, gun on gun. You see him, you kill him, instantly move on. I know some people say, you know, this is just silly fun. Well, this is silly, frustrating fun that you would have got a better deal out of. You know, like a game like Homefront was a better game than this. I don't know what it is with people, or with games releasing with broken multiplayers. Just, you know, beta test your games. I mean, we're paying so much for these games. How can you like sell us these broken products? And they had 12 years to work on this. Now I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I realize that Gearbox picked this up, and they probably didn't want to change it too much from what they already had, just to kind of keep it the way it was. But if I were them, I would have scrapped everything and just started from absolute bottom, because this offering is downright embarrassing. I think that this really tarnishes the Duke Nukem name. It just, I don't know. It's just really, really disheartening that this has Duke Nukem strapped to it. There's nothing about this game that's Duke Nukem-esque. It's almost like it's a Team Fortress knockoff, but not really, because it's just not good. But anyways, let's talk about the single player, since I've just absolutely ripped this game a new one, because you know, I'm really mad. I've given this game a week to make me change my mind, and it still hasn't done it. The single player, boring. Absolutely boring. It's so slow-paced. Duke Nukem is a fast-paced game, yet here we are with a slow-paced multiplayer where you can't get hits on people, and a slow-paced campaign. Yes, they do have funny one-liners. I will admit that. I do enjoy the jokes that Duke has when they do come in very short supply. A lot of the jokes are outdated. I mean, I guess you can tell that this is a dated game in many respects, the jokes and the graphics. But I don't know. I guess I can't really fault it too much, because the jokes are still funny to me at times. Anything him acting like a, you know, womanizer or anything like that doesn't bother me. I mean, that's what Duke Nukem's always about. But the campaign is just boring. I mean, there's not really many exciting moments. The vehicle sequences are absolutely frustrating. These sequences with anything where you have to shrink yourself, horrible. See, like right there, this guy kills me with a pistol because I can't get any hits on him. He just turns and shoots me with a pistol. And another thing is don't waste your time using the pistol. The magazine's too small and the hit detection is too poor to ever kill anybody with it. So if you're still if you've gotten to this point in the video without getting mad at me for raging so much, and you're still thinking about trying this out, either rent it, and when you rent it, don't use the pistol. Just kill yourself if you don't think you can get to a power weapon. Just kill yourself till you spawn somewhere near a power weapon, because you'll just get frustrated. That being said, there are some interesting moments in the campaign. The boss fights are fun, but the in-between parts are absolutely boring. Like I said, it plods along, and there's just nothing exciting about it. You know, if I had to give this a number out of 3, I would give it, number out of 10, I would give it a 3. I think a 3 is an appropriate score. Maybe a 1, since they didn't really give you a multiplayer. I guess the multiplayer is better than the campaign, because the campaign is just really that boring. I mean, I'm not joking. I don't know. I guess I'm done with the rant for now. I probably will do a little bit more with this game just so I can show you guys how ridiculous the connection is in this game. I actually have a 15-1 slappers only game, which you know was super exciting. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is my best game ever, and this game sucks.